In fact, I believe that you are a danger to other people, and you need to be extremely supervised and monitored in the future.
A hotel horror. A man gets 2 years in prison after trying to break into a coworker's hotel room. The scary part about this is that the man didn't even have to kick in the door or pry it open. He was able to get a key to her room. 19 investigator Kelly Kennedy talking exclusively with the victim tonight about the horrifying close call.
Most of all, my thoughts were filled with planning my wedding, as I was recently engaged to the man of my dreams. In short, I was happy and looked forward to my future. Little did I know that later that night, my life would change forever due to the actions of a sick and twisted person named Jarrett Lamb.
25-year-old Jamie Elnagar still wonders what would have happened to her if she hadn't latched her hotel room door that night in March.
So when you were in your hotel room later that night and the door unlocked, I can't imagine how terrified you were. I'm sure you were not expecting that to happen. What was going through your mind in those moments?
I was terrified. The easiest way to put it was that I was going to fight for my life. I remember my heart pounding so fast, and I was silent, obviously, behind the door, but I was coming up with a plan in my head with how to survive should he break into the room and potentially assault me as well.
Elnagar was staying here at the Courtyard Marriott on West Creek Road in Independence, and she was here for a work event. And as you can imagine, the young woman never expected that one of her coworkers, who she barely even knew, would be handed a key to her hotel room without question. 31-year-old Jarrett Lamb worked with Elnagar at Frito-Lay. He wasn't staying at the hotel, but he came to the Marriott after a work outing to drink with coworkers. Elnagar says Lamb made a sexual advance towards her that night. The incident even alarmed her coworker, who escorted her to her room. And a few minutes later, she heard a noise at her door.
And at that point, I was kind of alerted. I looked over there, and that's when I saw the door opening. So I grabbed my phone, started videotaping immediately, and that's when you can see the door again start to open.
After Lamb left, she called her coworker and showed him the video. A few minutes later, Lamb returned and tried to get into her room a second time.
Did he open your door again?
He did. He opened the door again.
Once he left, Elnagar alerted the hotel and they called Independence Police. According to reports, the employee admitted to giving Lamb a key to Elnagar's room without even verifying with her or even checking his ID.
It blows my mind. I don't know how that is possible, to be honest with you. I think that any normal person would realize that 2 a.m. there's a man asking for a key to a girl's hotel room, and this man is not even staying at this hotel. That would be a red flag to anybody.
The Cleveland man pleaded guilty to attempted burglary and was sentenced to 2 years in prison. The video Elnagar took was a key piece of evidence because the hotel didn't have security cameras in the hallways. On Wednesday, we came to the hotel to try to find out if they had made any changes since this incident. I wanted to know if they had put any new training policies in place for their employees. And I wanted to find out if they had installed any surveillance cameras in the hallways. I'm with 19 News. We're doing a story about an incident that happened here back in March where a woman... Do you know when he'll be here? He should be here tomorrow. So I emailed him and I asked if they've added cameras and if they've increased security and training. He sent me back a statement from the hotel that reads in part, "When concerns are reported to us, we take steps to investigate promptly and follow corrective actions as appropriate." Since he didn't answer my question, I went back to the hotel Thursday. I'm looking for Richard Somsack. He had sent me a statement, but he didn't answer my question. I wanted to know if you guys had added cameras to the hallways and if there was any training or additional security added to the hotel.
Well, Richard's not here, so you'll have to ask him then.
Do you know if they've added cameras?
Richard's not here, so you'll have to ask him then.
So I emailed him again, but so far, I have not heard back. In Independence, Kelly Kennedy, 19 News.